VA doctors denying treatment for Democrats and unmarried veterans, VA Secretary Doug Collins on LA rioters who shut down veteran clinics, an update on VA staff cuts, grants to fight veteran homelessness, and so much more.
With the person.
Just out here today down at the border.
If you look back in history, when we're in
a powerful force.
We have helped put almost $2 billion in veterans' pockets, and it never seems to be enough.
Welcome back, veterans, to another episode of VetComm News, your go-to source for veteran news, current events, and all the incredible work that's happening right here in the VetComm community. I'm Rachel Hernandez, Manager of Communications here at VetComm, and as always, we've got a lot in store for you today, so let's get right into it. So, as you may know, protests and riots erupted in Los Angeles last week as ICE raids were enforced around the city. Well, our CEO, Kate Monroe, flew to the city herself to report firsthand on the riots gripping LA. Listen here, she speaks to a business owner on the matter.
Kate Monroe, CEO of VetComm, and I'm here with?
Cos Trujillo.
And you are the owner of?
Of Aid in the Bet bail bonds and of this building here.
Very good. So as I was walking by today, going down to the riots or the protests, whatever they are at this current minute, I couldn't help but, let's look at it really quick. Let's come out. Out here you can see that all of these windows along this stretch are getting boarded up. And maybe you could tell us, why did we need to board them up? What was going on?
It's the kids that are coming out. They're the agitators. I think they want to protest, but for the wrong reason. They're just creating chaos with graffiti, vandalism, breaking the windows, and they're just hurting, small business owners like myself. What
do you wish that the local government or the police or anybody could do to protect you guys a little bit better?
Arrest them. There has to be consequences to their actions. I get that they want to do protests, and that's 100%. That's fine, but just don't do vandalism. Don't break stuff. And if they do, arrest them, and there'll be consequences.
Well, I think that's sort of the difference between a protest and a riot,
yes.
Right? A protest is fairly peaceable. People might be being loud, but I think riots, like we're breaking windows, yes. We're doing graffiti, we're getting in fights, lighting cars on fire. Were you down here at all to see any of that chaos?
Yeah, I was here last night. I mean, I saw the rubber bullets go by. I saw the people, the tear gas. I was here till about 11:30 at night, so I saw them clear them out, and I saw them protesting, or rioting, I should say.
Was it scary, or is this something you've seen before in LA?
I mean, I was 22 and 92 during the riots, so I was one of those kids that was running around myself. I didn't destroy anything, but, so I've seen it all. And, it just, these kids need to know that what they're doing is wrong, sending the wrong message.
Yeah, talk about a full circle for you, right? You had to be going, damn, I was a part of this, and it's different when you grow up a little, right?
Yeah, it is a big difference, especially when I was 22, I was poor, in East LA. Now, thank God, I have my own building, and so, it's a full circle.
What is one piece of advice you could give to all the people that are out, protesting and rioting? What would you want them to know as somebody who's been through it in the past?
Yes, I would just say, don't destroy. Don't vandalize, don't destroy property. If you want, protest all you want, but don't vandalize.
Because, really, if they break out your windows, you're going to have to get them fixed. You're going to have to deal with them. Your business is going to be damaged, and you're not their enemy.
Yes, I'm not the enemy. My parents are immigrants, so you know what? I totally understand what they're going for and fighting for, but just don't destroy.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys have a great day.
Kate also penned an op-ed on the riots, arguing that California needs a stronger leader, one with a military or police background. Get that link in the description. Well, VA Secretary Doug Collins had something to say on these riots too. Listen to what he had to say in an interview with the Daily Signal.
Just this week, a mob in LA shut down the office of one of the Veterans Affairs branches in LA. What is your message to California Governor Gavin Newsom and LA Mayor Karen Bass, who let the riots get to that point that veterans' care was impeded?
Yeah, actually, they shut down two. As of this taping, they shut down two of our offices, and I would just ask the governor and the mayor to actually, be considerate of the Americans who have earned their veteran benefits, who need to get their ambulatory health care, which is a center that's been shut down since day one. The benefits office, which has been shut down as well, is to, they should have looked at this much more in depth and not a political stance of illegals who come into our country, who fly other flags and claim to, be a part of something that, frankly, there's a privilege to be here in this country as a citizen and other things, and to shut down whole city blocks and shut down veterans. You don't tell me that you're really overly concerned about veterans if you're allowing the riots to get to a point where we can't take care of our veterans.
And quite an eye-catching headline came out earlier this week from The Guardian. Quote, extremely disturbing and unethical, new rules allow VA doctors to refuse treatment for Democrats and unmarried veterans. So according to the paper, a new VA policy stemming from an executive order from President Donald Trump now allows VA doctors and other medical professionals to refuse treatment to veterans based on political affiliation, marital status, and other personal characteristics that aren't explicitly protected by federal law. The new regulations remove previous protections that barred discrimination based on politics, marital status, national origin, and union activity in both patient care and staffing decisions. The Guardian reports that veterans who are Democrats, unmarried, LGBTQ+, or living in rural areas are expected to be disproportionately impacted, as individual medical staff can now legally refuse to treat them. So for some veterans, they may have to travel long distances to find providers willing to treat them, especially in rural areas where options are limited. This policy applies to a wide range of VA medical professionals, including doctors, psychologists, dentists, nurse practitioners, social workers, and more. The article cites medical ethics experts saying that the policy is, quote, extremely disturbing and unethical, arguing that it undermines the principle of providing care to all veterans, regardless of personal characteristics. The changes are already in effect at some VA facilities and were implemented without consulting the system's doctors or medical staff. That, according to the paper. So what's the VA's position on all of this? Well, VA Press Secretary Peter Kasperowicz stated that all eligible veterans will still be welcome and receive benefits under the law, but he did not deny that the new rules allow doctors to refuse care based on personal beliefs. In response to this article's publication, the VA wrote on X, quote, this story is disinformation. All eligible veterans will always be welcome at the VA and will always receive the benefits and services they've earned under the law, end quote. Additionally, White House Deputy Press Secretary Anna Kelly wrote, fear-mongering with our veterans to try to score clicks for your failing news outlet is pathetic and shameful. But we want to hear from veterans on the matter. Let us know what you think about this in the comments. And of course, that article is going to be linked down below for you to read for yourself. Okay, switching gears. Let's talk about the VA and its staff cuts. I've got a few updates for you on this. According to Federal News Network, the VA is planning to cut about 1,000 IT workers. Its 8,000 IT person team will shrink down to about 7,000, as laid out in its fiscal 2026 budget request. The news outlet also reports that VA HR employees are no longer receiving a pay bump. The Biden-era pay boost was intended to help recruit and keep human resource staff as it rolled out the PACT Act. The special salary rate and critical skills incentive, which was approved in 2023, boosted the pay of HR officials by about 15%. But an HR official said recruitment and retention data for the HR workforce showed that these pay bumps are no longer needed to ensure adequate staffing. All right, and from the VA itself, the department is announcing that it has $42 million available in grants to help fight homelessness among veterans. Organizations that assist homeless veterans or those at risk of becoming homeless can apply for grants worth up to $500,000, which will fund operations for a 2-year period. The funds are meant to help veterans in several ways, including providing them with representation in a landlord-tenant dispute to avoid eviction, assisting with court proceedings for child support, custody, and estate planning. Additionally, the grant will help veterans get benefits like disability compensation, defend them in criminal cases that can prolong or increase their risk of homelessness, such as outstanding warrants, fines, and driver's license revocation, and more. How to apply will be linked down below. All right, let me tell you what we've been working really hard to achieve here at VetComm lately. Last month, in May, we helped about 149 of our veteran clients get a disability rating. 14 of them got rated at 100%, and 94 of them got at least 50%. That's more than $75 million in lifetime compensation that we help these clients receive. These are real people getting real life-changing results. Many of them want to help other veterans get rated by sharing their experience working with us. I recently spoke with Mr. Eric Morgan, who we helped get from 0 to 100%. Here's a peek at his testimonial that's posted right now on this channel.
That was easily half of my trip to 100% that he initially got me started on, and I am very thankful for that. So like my claims rep was fantastic. Like he knew the things that I needed to do just based off my MOS, which a lot of people isn't going to know. But he knows because he was a previous veteran. Like he knows what it's like. He knows what jobs need what kind of claims.
Okay, and if the numbers I just told you aren't enough to convince you to work with us, let me give you a few other reasons why you should. We offer step-by-step claim assistance, multiple rounds of filing if needed, exam prep to help you get the highest possible rating, direct access to our claims specialist, ongoing support with any VA-related questions or concerns, and more. And guess what? We charge just one upfront fee and we take zero of your back pay or future awards. You keep every cent you get from the VA. The entire VetComm US team is located right here in the United States, and many of us are veterans ourselves. Stop waiting and start rating. Last year, we helped more than 10,000 veterans receive more than $2 billion in lifetime VA compensation. But now it's your turn. Visit VetComm.us right now to get started. And one more thing, we offer completely free claim reviews. You served your country, now let VetComm serve you. And in some very exciting company news, last week we celebrated the 1-year anniversary of our fantastic customer service department, and we announced several key leadership promotions and hires. During a company-wide meeting, CEO Kate Monroe recognized the original 4 members of our customer service team who are all still with us today. Thank you, Haley Cook, Scott Klein, Madison Salyer, and Jacob Salyer for helping us support our veterans every step of the way. It was also announced that Chief Technology Officer Tim Lawless has been promoted to Chief Development Officer. Sales Director Cassie McGraw is now our Executive Director, and in her place, Casey Gillette joins the VetComm family. Haley Cook, who was once our Customer Service Manager, then Claims Director, is now being promoted to Director of Data and Systems. Brian Sharp, who many of our clients know and love, has been promoted to Director of Claims. And Shane Wilson will assist him as Claims Manager. Thank you all so much for the hard work and dedication that you show every day toward the VetComm mission. More on this will be linked down below. And listen up if you've got questions about VA disability claims. VetComm CEO Kate Monroe herself is going live every Thursday at 3:30 Pacific time on all VetComm US social media platforms to answer your questions about VA disability claims. This is totally free, so don't miss this chance to ask Kate your questions directly. All right, and let me tell you about some of our partnerships right here at VetComm. How to travel more often and for less. Army veteran and 6-time MMA world champion John Renkin is helping veterans do just that in an exclusive travel group. Find cruises, vacations, and more, some even free for veterans, in the Tactical Traveler Facebook group. We'll have that linked down below. And 22 Salute, a spirits and coffee company that's providing service dogs to military members and supports several veteran causes. The 22 Salute vodka has won numerous awards and is filtered 22 times. More on 22 Salute down below. As always, thank you for watching. VetComm News drops every Thursday, and we post a ton of other great informational content right here on this channel, so make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. I'm Rachel Hernandez. This has been VetComm News. We'll see you next time.